Shout out to you guys being here. Anyone who's watching the playback, appreciate it. This is kind of my come to Jesus moment. I've had some existential crises over here, but this is not necessarily a crisis. This is more of a admission of a few things. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what I want to do with this channel. So, like, after the stream last night or this morning, I could not fucking sleep. And now, not all of it is some stress shit, but some of it was just like, man, I just been thinking about my job, and I've been thinking about work, and I've been thinking about this channel. Now, admittedly, when I was first kind of putting this episode together in my head, it was going to be negative. But listen, man, there's a part of me that's really wants to quit for various reasons, because I've been wondering, am I authentic? I want to admit something, and I hope if any of the individuals on this show that I'm about to mention, if they do listen, I haven't watched Friday Night Tights in weeks, maybe months, and it's not a knock on them, but I remember there was an episode, and it didn't have anything to do with them, but they were just complaining about Star Wars. And they complained about Kathleen Kennedy, and I promise you, every fucking thing they said, it sounded like is this a rerun from a year ago? And there was funny stuff in the show, it was great, but there was a good 20-30 minutes, and I'm listening, I'm like, I promise you, they could have did this entire segment a year ago, and it'd be word for word the same. I don't want to be a broken record, and I don't even know why I'm on this platform. And what I mean by is this: I think I'm doing this so I don't have to do my job. And that's not a fair motivation to come at this from. And I think that's causing a lot of my frustration, because I want this to somehow escape. And I start to think that's not practical at all. And so I got to separate things. I got to separate the peas from the mashed potatoes, so to speak. Because when it comes to things that are creatively motivated, they got to come from the heart. They got to be authentic. They got to be real. And it's not that you don't think about finances and business and stuff when you do creative things. Quite the contrary. You must keep those things in mind. But you can't put your financial hopes into something creative. On top of that, I don't necessarily feel motivated to keep talking about these same subjects either. I almost feel like I got the stuff off my chest in 2020. There's still stuff that frustrates me. But sometimes I talk to normies and I realize, I'm the one seeking a lot of this information because of the channel. But maybe I've told the story. Maybe VigilanteWilliamson was just supposed to rant about how crazy 2020 was like everybody else. And that's it. But then it's like, nah. The two things I wanted to do when I was a kid was broadcasting and music. And I really want to get back into doing those things, even if it's hobbyistic. But I don't want to quit. Even though this fucking platform makes me want to quit. I don't want to quit. I'm willing to take years of my life just to get better at music, irregardless of whether any of the shit ever gets released or if it's just beats I play on these streams or whatever, because I want to. And I got to get this in that same vein. I got to do this because I want to. And I can't let the fact that this algorithm, which I do think is holding me down, I can't use that as an excuse. I can still find something in this, and I gotta not quit. Noble Iro says he finds the channel fresh, never stuck in the rut. I'm glad you think so, Noble Iro. I always feel stuck in the rut. Yeah, man. This algorithm gets to me. The suppression gets to me, and then it just feels like, well, why am I doing this? And I you know what? There's parts of it is fun. It is still fun, but I got to work on answering that question. But I can't quit. But I was really like, man, I was going to come on this stream and talk about, man, I just want to quit. I just want to quit. I just want to quit. Parts of the reason I want to quit. Okay, you know what? Let's use this as a jumping off point. Noble Iro says, I stopped watching Flashcast because Yellow Flash started squeezing the Rush story for over 2 weeks. After that, he started yelling in his videos, and I finally let him go. Cold Era says, I quit watching Yellow Flash. I guess as a member of the chat, I've interacted with Yellow Flash because I've been in the Twitch chats before. Outside, I've never had a conversation with him. Without knowing him, I'm just going to guesstimate from what I know from my own self as a YouTuber and what I can see. The reason he milked that Rush story was for clicks. I'm not saying that and to disparage him, by the way, because the reason I hired Weight Down was for the hope that I would get enough videos to trick the algorithm to get more people to watch me. That's why I did it. You know what I mean? I'm no different. I'm not saying this to disparage him. And this is why it seems like when YouTubers get to a certain point, it gets stale. So to answer the question, why do I want to quit? is I don't feel this is authentic because I don't give a fuck about this modern entertainment industry. I just don't care anymore. And I still care about the past. This shit hasn't affected my love of Star Wars and all the shit I like. Fuck that. You kidding me? But I don't give a shit what they do. They can make Superman gay. They can kill Clark Kent. Who gives a fuck? That's a mean thing. But I'm sick of even platforming their idiocy. I'm sick of giving them even a corner of mind space rent free. I don't give a fuck. It's not for me to do. There are other people, let them do that. It's not for me to complain about a bunch of motherfuckers woken shit up. That's other people's job because I couldn't give a fuck. And to act like I do, I can't hardly even watch people talk about it. So why am I got to switch something up. I got to be more authentic. But what I realized, and I dead named them, my anonymous assistant, and Brandon, the Infinite Wolf, aka GoGo13, lost their channels. My anonymous assistant has to stay anonymous. It's that deep. And I don't even know if I was supposed to say that, but they lost their channels. And I think about, man, what if I lose my channel? That's why I have to separate monetization from my mind. Because if I think like that, I'll let off the gas. And like, no. If they take this channel, I already have a backup channel, VigilanteWilliamson Vengeance. I haven't done anything with it, but I'll just use that. They take that channel, I'll just do something else. If it becomes successful, you know what? I'm blessed. I'm already blessed in a lot of ways anyway. But this has to be because I want to do it. It's almost like Batman Forever, VigilanteWilliamson Forever. It's got to be because I want to do it. And I got to find that. And you know what? Be patient with me. Pardon my dust.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
That's such a good metaphor for success. You got to be willing to take the hits. Life ain't sunshine and roses. Whatever you do, you got to be willing to fail to succeed. You got to be willing to put yourself out there in order to do something well. Everyone finds a specialty. I'm sure you find yours. Yeah, I got to find mine. But I don't want to be authentic. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to act like I care. I mean, the culture war still interests me, but I got to find something more that makes this more authentic. And not to say everything has been fraudulent, but it's not come from the right place. Thank you for watching the clip from my podcast. Link to the entire show is in the description. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. God bless.